What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be going over what I think will happen in the rest of The Flash Season 7. But before we get started, make sure that you guys like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment any other video ideas for me. So we're going to start off with the next upcoming episode, and that will be episode 8, called The People vs. Killer Frost. Now, I think this storyline is being set up to write Killer Frost out of the show, or Frost. Obviously, I think all this started when they split up Caitlin and Frost, because I think they're just trying to keep Caitlin and get rid of Frost. In that same episode, though, I think that also there's going to be a big Speed Force storyline playing out in the background. This is going to be where, Speed Force Nora starts acting kind of weird, and then they find out maybe at the very end of the episode that she betrays Team Flash. As obviously, in episode 9, the synopsis for that episode says the episode basically starts off with Team Flash and Barry reacting to a betrayal. So I definitely think that this could be Speed Force Nora, who could end up being a villain here. Now, guys, I do think it would be really awesome to see Reverse Flash be the Speed Force. I think that'd be really cool to see. Unfortunately, though, I don't think they're gonna do that. I think it's just gonna be like the Speed Force is sick, or the Speed Force is like corrupted, or something like that. Who knows? Maybe it could be the Reverse Flash. Maybe the negative Speed Force is taking over the Speed Force or something. I think that'd be pretty interesting, but I would not count on it being Reverse Flash. So episode 9, I think, is just going to be more of like Barry and Team Flash versus the Speed Force, depending on exactly how that works. First of all, if the Speed Force is the one that ends up betraying Team Flash, I really don't know who else would betray Team Flash. So I think it's got to be the Speed Force. So yeah, I think that this episode 9 will be mainly focused on that. However, we also know that this episode is titled Timeless, so we know that Timeless Wells will end up returning in this episode, not just from the episode name, but also from the synopsis. It says after Barry is betrayed by whoever might betray him, most likely the Speed Force, Barry will end up seeking out Timeless Wells for guidance or assistance or something along the lines of that. Now, why would he seek out Timeless Wells? First of all, it could be because, Timeless Wells can time travel. Maybe Barry needs to time travel, and because the Speed Force is mad at him, he can't do it, or something along the lines of that. Maybe he just wants to talk to the Wells, because obviously this Timeless Wells still has all these memories of all the other past Wells. So yeah, I'm really interested to see what the reason for Barry seeking out Timeless Wells is going to be. This episode should be a pretty good one. So guys, the synopsis for episode 10 was recently released. However, we really didn't get any new information from it, but I'm still going to read you guys the synopsis. So yeah, the synopsis says, Iris is pushed to the limit as she seeks to uncover the mysterious truth about Psyche. Meanwhile, Barry initiates a new training system that could potentially backfire with devastating consequences. Joe and Cisco make life-altering decisions. So with the little bits of new information that we got, we learned that Psyche apparently threatens Iris because Iris is getting too close to whatever he's planning or something along the lines of that. Barry initiates a new training system that could potentially backfire with devastating consequences. Maybe this is because of the Speed Force's betrayal, so he has to do something else there so then he can keep his speed, something like that. And then lastly, it says Joe and Cisco make life-altering decisions. Now here's the thing, Joe and Cisco were actually the two characters rumored to leave the show after the season, so maybe this is like their storyline starting up to that. I definitely think that's possible. So yeah, guys, episode 10 is going to be the first episode of the two-part third graphic novel finale. So after episode 11, all the Forces storylines will most likely wrap up. I think this has been a pretty good storyline for the first part of The Flash Season 7. Now in episode 11, guys, we know that Dion is confirmed to return for this episode. If you guys remember Dion, he was the time villain that Cisco and Chester kind of fought back in episode 6. He is from the Still Force, obviously. And in that episode 11, we had some set photos a couple months back from Canadagraphs that revealed that there was apparently Nora Allen with Dion. So maybe that's actually the Speed Force. Maybe she betrays her own Speed Force and then goes to like the Still Force or something along the lines of that. I definitely think that's a possible betrayal option. So yeah, as I said before, this episode 11, is going to be where all of the current stuff going on right now will wrap up if it hasn't already wrapped up earlier than this. So then there's episodes 12 through 16. Now, obviously, we know that Godspeed is going to appear during this time. I definitely think that this storyline is going to mainly be focused on him. I think he'll be the main antagonist of this, the back half of the season. So I definitely think this is where he'll take over. I think it'd be pretty cool to see, you know, maybe if he is August Hart Sr., then maybe he works in CCPD for a little while. Barry and him become friends, something along the lines of that. But then Barry finds out he's Godspeed, and then they hate each other. Obviously, that's kind of what happened in the comics. So I think that'd be pretty cool to see as well on the show. Also, I think they should go really comic book accurate with it and say that because of a lightning storm, or the lightning storm that happened back in season 3 possibly, then maybe this is where multiple other speedsters are created, just like in the comics, as I said before. And then in episode 17, guys, this one will be crazy. We're going to have Bart Allen. We're going to have presumably Nora West Allen and Jay Garrick, and of course Barry Allen. This is going to be the Flash's 150th episode. Also, during this episode, I think that all of those speedsters will face the Godspeed or the Reverse Flash, or maybe even like a villain from the future that followed Bart back in time, depending on how Barry and Bart meet each other. The most likely option is that Bart travels back in time to meet Barry, just like Nora did back in season 5. And then finally in episode 18, this is going to be the finale of the season, most likely versus Godspeed, Flash versus Godspeed. That's going to be pretty cool to see. This will hopefully be the real Godspeed. A really cool thing would be if Godspeed ended up being Eddie Thawne. I made a theory video on that a while back. So yeah, that's going to be basically what I think will happen in the rest of the season. So comment down below if you guys are looking forward to it. But anyways, I'd say that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your thoughts on this video down below, as well as what else you guys think might happen in the season. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.